Trump's back in the news, and this time he is aiming straight at us. On August 1st, US dropped a bomb, a 25% tariff on Indian goods. Now if you're thinking, cool, it's just some trade war drama and it doesn't affect me, you need to think twice. This move could hit your investments, your job market, and even the cost of your medicines. So yeah, looks like Trump just played his card. Now let's see how India deals with the next hand. Why Trump's targeting India now? He says our trade practices are unfair. But what he really means is, India is not playing by the America's rulebook. Let's break it down. Right now, the US imports way more from India than it exports to us. Roughly about a 45.7 billion more. That's a big trade deficit. And in Trump's world, this is a real red flag. He's all about America first. So any country that is selling more to the US than it's buying from it automatically lands on his target list. India has pretty strict food safety standards, especially on the agricultural imports. A lot of US products don't make a cut here. Add in government subsidies to the local farmer, manufacturer, and suddenly American good cannot compete. So Trump feels like India's rigging the game. Then there is BRICS situation. India has been toying with the idea of ditching the dollar in the global trade. That basically says we don't need your money to run our economy. For US, which relies on dollar's dominance to flex global power, that's a big threat. And India's continued trade with Russia, well, let's just say that's not helping. We have kept the trades flowing, especially in oil, paying in rupees, negotiating outside of the SWIFT system, and proving to the world that you can bypass the US-led sanctions if you want to. Trump doesn't like it at all. Basically, the US wants India to play by its rule and India is not budging. Well, this isn't some generic slap on the wrist. It's a full-blown punch to the India's top exports. iPhones. India became Apple's favorite factory. Now, tariffs just made it a lot costlier to stay that way. Pharma. We supply half of America's generic drugs. Now the margins took a hit. Gems and jewelries. With higher prices, US buyers are already eyeing cheaper markets. Textiles. Some orders are getting cancelled. And that's bad news for jobs and exports. India is now facing the highest tariff rates in Asia. South Korea 15%, Vietnam 20%, and India 25%, because this goes beyond trade. If you invest in export heavy stocks in IT, pharma or textile companies may start feeling the heat. These sectors rely heavily on exports, and with the higher tariff, their margins could shrink, dragging down performance and in turn your portfolio. If you're part of the global supply chain, from sourcing to delivery, tariff disrupts everything. Multinational firms might start shifting operations, delaying orders, or trimming costs, and that often begins with job cuts and salary freezes. If you buy imported tech or generic medicines, electronics assembled in India, medicines made here and shipped abroad, tariffs push the cost and ultimately the consumer pays it. Expect gradual hikes in everything from your phone to your prescription. If you're an entrepreneur in exports, whether you are shipping textiles, gems or APIs, this is a signal to adapt fast. Diversify markets, revisit cost structures and explore tariff-friendly routes. The US just made the game difficult. Don't wait to pivot. But wait, can the US even do this? Technically, yes. The US is using security laws to justify this. But here's the twist. The World Trade Organization already ruled similar US tariffs illegally in 2022. And the WTO's top court, well, it's been stuck in the limo since 2019. Which means there's no real referee left on the field. That's why most countries aren't even bothering the WTO with complaints anymore. They are taking the faster route. One-on-one negotiation, direct pressure, and strategic alliances. Now let's see how India's responding. India's game plan is calm and calculated. There's no panic, no hasty reactions. India is approaching this with quite confidence and clear plan. India isn't shouting on the podiums or pulling back of talks. Instead, diplomats are keeping the channels wide open. A US trade delegation is set to land later this month. The idea to keep communications going and to aim for a balanced bilateral trade agreement by September or October. India also made its position pretty clear. A 25% tariff is unjustified. But that doesn't mean we are slamming doors. We are still at the table, just not selling out. And on the domestic front, the message is clear. Our farmers, MSMEs, and our food safety rules aren't for grabs. India won't accept genetically modified food or relax agricultural standards just to appease the Washington. Meanwhile, Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal is getting his hands dirty. He's been in the closed door hurdles with top exporters in Mumbai since August 2nd, mapping the fallout and prepping the backup plans. Export councils are also pushing hard. They are demanding reliefs for sectors like textiles, auto components, and chemicals, the ones that are likely to bleed first. Plus, there's a big push to reroute exports towards Europe, Middle East, and Asian nations. If the US door slams shut, India needs at least 3 other options. This isn't Trump versus India ego clash. It's a reminder of how fast the global politics can spill into your finances. Trade tensions impact exports. Exports impacts companies' earnings. Company earnings move stock prices, and suddenly a US tariff decision taken thousands of miles away is shrinking your SIP returns. In a globalized world, your money is never truly local. And that's why at FinCart, we help you spot these ripple effects before they reach your portfolio. Because market moves on headlines and your portfolio deserves more than just a reaction. It deserves a strategy.